Hey, what's going on, Freedomers? Happy listening. And there's this wonderful, wonderful app called the Anchor app where you would never in a million years think that you can do a um, you can do podcasts for free from your cell phone because you think that you need all this equipment and you don't. All you need is your cell phone, Wi-Fi, and just persistence. And there you go, a podcast, and you can be like the legendary podcast you see on YouTube, etc., etc. So join now and download the Anchor app in your Play Store, and happy listening, and go create something great.
All right, hey, what's going on, Freedomers? Okay, so this podcast is called um, Appreciate versus Value Part 2. So, you know, I've been thinking about this friend that's in my life and how we have to go our separate ways. Because I said, I know what it's like for somebody to deposit in my life in every area. And I realized that's what I said. It just clicked in my brain about the similarities. And I said, I can't do a friend. I can't do a relationship. I said, there are too many red flags. Like, there are too many. I said, like, for instance, I'm dealing with somebody who gives to me when they can, if they can. And they have a coined phrase that says, that goes, if I had it, I would give to you. And they don't really understand how draining, how frustrating it is to deal with somebody for almost 10 years who says, if I had it, I would do for you. And I said, after a while, that gets very annoying and very worthless. Because here's how I see it, right? That's like going to a job that pays you. It's like the difference between a job that pays you every once in a while versus a job that pays you every week. And after a while, the difference is you appreciate the job that pays you every once in a while, but it's not the thing that pays the bills, right? It's not the thing that you can depend on, that you can say, yo, that pays my bills, right? And you appreciate the job that pays every once in a while, but it's not valuable because it's not consistent. And even if it's every once in a while, even if that's every once in a while, it gives you a big check. You appreciate it, but you don't truly value it because you're like, yo, I need something that pays every week. I have bills to pay every week and every month. I don't have time for something that pays every once in a while. And because it's like, I appreciate the money. And I would even say, if you meet something that's better paying and more consistent, you'll drop the thing that pays every once in a while. And when I say that to a friend, I think to myself, yo, this friendship pays off every once in a while for me. For me, how I've experienced you is this friendship pays off every once in a while. And you want me to bet on the potential of you getting in a better place financially, mentally, emotionally. I said I've given up on that. And by the time, and it was crazy. Sometimes when that person, place, thing, or situation becomes more consistent and valuable, you no longer care. I'm gonna give you an example. A friend that I was homeless with is finally balancing out his life. I've been left my homeless situation in New York almost years ago, and I said to him, yo, I appreciate, he every once in a while he hits me up with the, oh, yo, I'm doing better in life, bro. Like, he wants my validation. And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, like, the last message he said, yo, if you want the winner's mind to hit me up. I'm like, bro, I don't really care what you got going on, because I don't care what you got going on, bro. I'm just glad you're in a better place. Like, I don't care. Like, in other words, I don't care to eat at your table anymore. I'm just glad you're not eating off the street. No, excuse me, take it back. I'm glad you're winning, bro, but I don't care to eat at your table. Let me repeat that again. I'm glad you're winning, bro, but I don't care to eat at your table. I don't care. And with this friend, it's the same thing. He said, I'm glad you're winning now, but I don't care to eat at your table. You know? Because especially if you have a table of your own and you're willing to feed yourself at all times. Right? And I thought to myself, when it comes to having this friendship, she wants me to be grateful. She wants me, and I'm not saying to be grateful. She wants me to value something that pays off every once in a while. And I said, I can't do that anymore. That's something that I can't fuck with. I'm human, and all humans like consistency and they like stability. and when I started to tell her, like, for instance, like, she said, like, we both had that idea where it's like I'm having sex now, right? And she said, if you were having sex, would you pick up the phone for me? And I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, on the first call, no. I actually, to be honest with you, when I'm having sex, I turn my phone on airplane mode, because it's me and that person. It's my time, right? Or it's me and that person. So I don't pick up the phone while having sex. I don't do it. Now, and she's like, wow, so you wouldn't pick up the phone for me if I called having sex? And I said, no. Because I thought, and this is how toxic our relationship can be. I'm like, why would I pick up the phone for another female while having sex with a woman? Why would I do that? Who are you that I need to pick up the phone for? You're not my mother, and even then, you're not my wife, or you're not my best friend. Or when I say that you're my best friend, and even then, what's so serious that I need to pick up on the first call? Now, if you call me twice or 3 times, I'd be like, okay, it's probably an emergency. But on the first call, no, because it's not. Most times when you call me, it's not an emergency. So, like, I just called her, right, and she hanged up the phone. It didn't even go a long ring. It went straight. It rang and then she hanged up, right? Cool. So that means she's either sleeping, or she's either at her boyfriend's house or whatever. And I said, I thought to myself, yo, 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 what am I supposed to do with a situation, a place that, what am I supposed to do when, like, okay, now I think to myself, yo, okay, cool, like, like that, like, no, because, okay, in her situation, when she did that for me, the boy that she was having sex with it, looked at her crazy, because she would stop everything. And I said, and I was like, yo, okay, I understand that, but I'm like, that didn't work out well for you. So why would I repeat that? And as I thought about it today, I'm like, why would I repeat that mistake if that didn't work out well for you? If I knew that that didn't work out for you, and 9 times out of 10 it's not an emergency, why would I pick up the phone for you? What, that didn't work out for you, why would I repeat that, right? And she said she has this fear because of what she went through, where she went through a very traumatic situation, and she had nobody to call, nobody to look out for her. And I said, I understand, but that's not realistic. That's not realistic situations. I don't personally, I'm never in a situation, 99% of the time, I'm not in no situation I can't get myself out of, right? And I've noticed that doing so much on my own. 95% of the situation, unless I'm stranded in the middle of nowhere, like, that's probably the only time, yo, it's a dark situation where it's like, yo, I don't know where I'm going. I'm good. So, no. So, I mean, I get it. Where it's like, yo, there are times where it's like, yo, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go? Etc. etc. You feel me? So it's nothing that I can value. You get what I mean? And it's nothing she would value if the shoe was on the other foot, right? It's nothing healthy, right? So I realized and I've accepted, like, right now I'm walking home at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I realized I can't call nobody. And I said, we need to go our separate ways, because I know what it's like for somebody to intentionally deposit into my life. And I want that. I no longer want the relationship of, if I had it, I would give it to you. I don't want that. That relationship is old. I'm over it. And I said, I'm over it. I want somebody who thinks about, and she said, oh, I want somebody who thinks about me, and then they do for me in this big, grand, special way. And I said, I do that for you so often, where I think about you and say, here's this to better yourself, here's that to better yourself, etc., etc. And it goes so not valued because it's not what she wants. And a lot of the time, what I've learned is that she's so immature that she doesn't realize she has somebody in her life that can help alter her future and help her with bigger and better things. And what she's talking about is so like minuscule. And it's so, when I say minuscule, meaning it's nothing to, it's nothing to oh my God about. That's something that you do. That's like, okay, what I be telling her about the ingredients and the ingredients, the food to eat for daily life. She be talking about, she be complaining about not getting dessert. And that's what frustrates me the most. She be complaining or arguing about, oh, you didn't like the dessert I gave you, or the extra. Or if she talks about the entree or the appetite, no, the entrees, if she's talking about the entrees of life, it's like you're not consistent with the entrees of life for me. You're not consistently giving me an entree. You're consistently giving me dessert. And then you're mad when I say, I don't want dessert right now. I want an entree. I want a main meal. I don't want extras. This is extra. What you do for me is extra. And when she's talking about the entrees, I said, and I told her the other day, I was like, yo, what you're telling me about is the basics of a friendship. And I thought to myself, why am I arguing with somebody about the basics? Not like, oh, you know, we talking about, oh, how we built this, that, and the third, and you're not doing anything anymore. We're talking about fighting for crumbs. And I said, I gotta stop this bullshit where I'm with people, or this pattern in my life, period, where I'm fighting for crumbs. And like I am now, like walking home at 2 o'clock in the morning, getting out of my bed for crumbs. For crumbs. And I said, I'm over it. And I said, I called her and I said, I was in Spain. I said, when I called her, she called me back and said, nah, I'm good, forget about it. And today's the last day. I'm fighting for crumbs, bro. For bread, I'm fighting for crumbs. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not fighting for crumbs in no area, bro. I be fighting for crumbs, for nothing. And I said, if you're gonna feed me crumbs, you can go, because I promise you, I can find somebody or attract somebody who's gonna give me the loaf. And she said to me something. She said, if you want a best friend, you gotta be a best friend. I said, I am a best friend. I am somebody's best friend. I'm flawed, but I am somebody's best friend. I got it in me, bro. I am somebody's best friend. And not attachment, not best attachment. I'm somebody's best friend. And as she said, your flaws can make or break your best friendship. And I said, okay, cool, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix it within myself, because I'm done fighting for fucking crumbs in every area of my life, whether it be my friendships, all of that. Fighting for crumbs, bro. For fucking crumbs. And then when I tell them, yo, this is crumbs, bro, I can get this myself. And that's what I realized with every relationship I let go of. I said, you're giving me something I could give myself. I don't even have to. And when I say I have to give myself, here's what I mean by that. And this is what I learned even when I went down south with that friend at the time. I said, there was a point in my life where you were giving to me what I could not give myself, and I appreciate you for that. But now I've noticed and I've come to the realization I don't need you at all. And I probably never did after a certain while, but it is what it is, right? But I'm like, yo, I said, I need a best friend. I need somebody I can seriously count on. Like, I need it, bro. I need a best friend, bro. But I gotta be that to myself first. I do. I gotta be that to myself. Because I realize I keep seeking it outward first instead of doing it inward first. And that's what I realized. The inward work has to come first before I do the outward stuff. And I see 444 after I say that. Right? But I realized, like, yo, I'm dealing with a person where we're fighting for breadcrumbs, bro. We're not even fighting for no real shit. We're not even fighting for no shit we built. Fighting for no shit that, so nothing. Because I said, I came back to you in New York, in New Jersey, and you still have nothing. I left, got experience, started my own business. I started my own business. Flourished in my own business. I had my own experience doing this. I said, I came back to you, you still have nothing. And you telling me, you talking to me when I say she still has nothing financially, nothing mentally, nothing emotionally, nothing like something to give to me now after 3, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. You still have nothing to give to me after 3 years of being in Atlanta. No experiences, no nothing. Not no money, no finances, no car, no nothing. No nothing. We're still talking like if I never left. She has nothing to give me, and I realize that. Nothing. And I gotta stop playing this damsel or man in distress. Like I'm waiting for her to do something. I said, you still have nothing to give to me, and I haven't even spoken to you I haven't even seen you in 3 years. Still nothing. And then you expect me to be like, man, we need to do something. I'm bugging. 3 years later, when I went to Atlanta, I came back. She's still in the same position. I need to focus on myself. And like I said, I appreciate all that she's done. But I said 3 years, you still have nothing to show for even the EMT license that I helped you get. No money saved. Hold on. So I realized every friendship that it made me like fight for crumbs. And I'm over it. And I'm over it because I'm over it. And I've decided I have to go my own way. Like we said, because you're gonna make me fight for crumbs in a friendship. And I said she doesn't realize it because she's not on her own, and she doesn't realize it because she doesn't get everything off the sweat of her own brow. So when you get everything off the sweat of your own brow, you look at like life differently when you give to people, right? When you share with people, when you care for people, because everything you do, you get off the strength of your own brow. So when you're a person who doesn't breadcrumb people, you know when you're being breadcrumbed. When you're a person who gives people a lot, damn, that's deep. When you're a person who gives people a lot, you know when you're being given very little. And that's something that just Whoa. Goddamn. That's deep. Oh, oh shit. Hold up. Wait a minute. Because you know the quantity, and she knows crazy. She said something yesterday morning. She's like, you are expecting me from you. And I said, my problem is that it's not that I'm expecting me from you. I want the same energy. I said, you are giving me a little. And I said, you don't understand how frustrating it is to deal with somebody who says, if I had it, I would do it. Meaning, I have nothing to give to you. So the question is, why should I deal with you if you have nothing to offer that is of serious value to me? And then you get mad at like I said, you get mad at dessert when I'm talking about the entree and the appetizer. I'm like, man, like I keep saying to my friend, I'm like, yo, you skipping the things that matter. I'll take, if somebody was feeding me an entree every morning, noon, and night, I'm not mad if you're not giving me dessert, because I'm eating every day. I'm eating every day. I would take a woman who feeds me every day than a woman who feeds me every blue moon. Meaning, in any way that she can, she helps me out every day, or very, very consistently, over a woman who says, I'll give it to you when I can. That's a person you're like betting on their potential. You're hoping and praying. I said, sweetie, like I said about the apartment, I said, if we were paying bills, and I said, and I only contributed every once in a while, and we've been hit by life several times, that would get real frustrating real quick. Especially for a woman where she's giving up vagina, cooking, femininity, all that other stuff. But you doing your job every once in a while as a man. And I realized, I said, I demanded myself, I'm going to go my own way because I know what it's like to be given to in every aspect of life. I just need somebody to do that consistently. And I'm not saying, oh, somebody else got to come save me, but I say, yo, I don't need a friend that I need me as a friend. And of course I can always get me. But what I posted something that Kevin Gates said it makes me tear up when I hear it. I said, I gave love that I never got back in return. And she swears it's just about money. I said, sweetie, who's calling me? Yeah, so yeah, it's I said I got to, because I gotta leave that behind. I am no longer fighting for breadcrumbs. And I said I would argue with you about it, but like I said in my pad, I was like, I need to move with no explanation. Because I'm not gonna fight for breadcrumbs anymore. I'm not doing it, because if I could do bad by myself, I'm not fucking with you. What I'm sitting here getting up, busting my ass for, it's like you know what it's like? It's like what just happened to me just now. Like I said, you're up busting your ass for, and like a lady said just before I left, she said, it's not worth my time, because you're gonna come over here. I think she was doing Manolo, so that means you get paid every 3 days. So I can't imagine if I came here on Manolo. Well, it's walking distance for me, but I can't imagine if it was further and I couldn't walk home, because I thank God I'm a walker, so I'm willing to walk basically an hour and 40 minutes, because good exercise and it helps me think, right? And I'm like, yo, it's not worth it. And I guess, and I kept hearing, I was listening to this video that said, you're called. to do something big and bigger. And you're gonna realize that everything else outside of this calling will aggravate you. And it's like, again, it's like these jobs, appreciation versus value. I appreciate these jobs, but it's not valuable because it's not consistent. My purpose, it would be consistent. And I just realized that I'm over it. I'm done fighting for crumbs. I'm done fighting for little pieces of bread, hoping and praying and wishing and hoping that it gets better. And I told her today, I was like, yo, don't buy me nothing for Christmas. Don't, please. And she probably did already. She probably bought the coat already. But I said, don't buy me nothing. I don't want it, because we friends. The most you need from me is happy Merry Christmas. If you say that, you can text it, and that's it. Birthdays, we don't need to do nothing for each other. It's happy birthday, and that's it. You know, and I've accepted, man. As I said, so as I walk at 2 o'clock in the morning, and when all you have is yourself, you really get to thinking, man. You really get to evaluating your worth. And I said, fighting for breadcrumbs, it just ain't it, bro. Fighting for pennies, it ain't worth it after a while. And I'm over it. I don't want it. I don't care for it. I don't desire to be around it. I think that is. But I don't know how. And as I see a Gemini sign, see, I guess Mercury sales. I guess it's a sign, sales. We buy. Okay, I say we buy houses. Let's see. I don't know how. Sales, real estate. I guess I just found a house. I guess. But I'm ready to eat the bread and protect it. Eat the bread, get the bread, and protect it with my life. Because ain't shit given to me. Not a motherfucking thing was given to me. Not a fucking thing was given to me. You know? How you doing? And I'm gonna be tunnel vision for the next 6 months. And yeah.